Welcome to Firewall Fridays. Today we're making huevos avocados, eggs cooked in salsa. You can use jarred salsa if you're in a hurry, or you can go old school and make your own. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'll share with you one of my favorite salsas, and then we'll go ahead and cook the eggs in it. Let's get started. So for our ingredients, we have our eggs, obviously, and then we have our salsa ingredients. And for that, I have guajillo peppers. These are very mild. You know, if you like things a bit hotter, you can throw an arbol into the mix as well. I'm not going to do that today. And then we have tomatoes, onion, garlic, some cilantro, and a little bit of bouillon stock or bouillon base. You can use also just regular bouillon cube, or you can skip that and just use salt. So let's begin now with the peppers. For the chilies, I'm just going to cut off the end and then open them up so that I can get all the seeds out. And once the seeds are out, I'll just tear it up a little bit and put it here in the bowl. Once we're all done, I'm going to cover that with boiling water and let it sit covered for at least an hour, better two, until it's nice and soft. The chilies have been soaking for about an hour and a half, so we're ready to resume the salsa making. So here are our other ingredients, and these need to be either broiled or dry roasted on the stovetop. We're going to go ahead and broil these. The onion I'm just going to cut in half. And these are going to go into the broiler. We're probably going to have to check in every 3 or 4 minutes just to turn them around, and they're not going to all get done at the same time. The garlic in particular is going to get done before everything else, and it's important to pull it out before it's burned, otherwise it's going to add bitterness to the dish. So for now, let's get these into the broiler. Check these out. All right, it's ready to turn over here a little bit. The garlic is ready to come out. Let's give that a little turn. And back into the broiler. All right, I think the onions should be done at this point. Those look good. I'll give the tomatoes a few more minutes. And now the tomatoes should be ready to go as well. All right, and these are ready to go into the blender. I'm just going to trim the skin off of the onion, and then everything's going to go into the blender along with our chiles. So I got the onions peeled, and I'll just get the skin off of the garlic as well. And then the tomatoes. As long as the skin isn't too burned, it can stay on. Just need to take out the core. Could have done that before roasting as well. That would have been smarter. So I'll do that. And then finally, I'll take some of the cilantro as well, and the rest I will leave for garnish. All that's going to go into the blender here. And we have our bouillon and our peppers, our chiles, I'm going to add some of the soaking liquid as well, and we'll see how liquid it is afterwards. We may add a little bit more until we get the right consistency. Wow, that looks and smells amazing. I'm just going to taste it to make sure the salt is right. That's great. Just maybe a 1/4 teaspoon or so of salt. Maybe just a touch more liquid. Eggs are gonna love that. I have have my cast iron skillet nice and hot. I'm going to add some olive oil, swirl it around, and put my fry ball into place. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pour in the salsa. It's going to bubble quite a bit here. And next, I'm going to just try to create some troughs and crack in my eggs. I'm using 6 eggs today, but depending on how much salsa you want, you can do 4 eggs, you can even do 8. And I have them all in now. At this point, it's a little bit of a dealer's choice. You can cover this and it'll cook a little more quickly, or you can leave it open as I'm doing here. I like this because it helps reduce the sauce. This will go for a while. We'll check in about 10 minutes to see how this is going. These have been going for about 12 minutes at this point, and this is just how I like them. A little bit runny on top. If you prefer them more cooked, you can leave it longer, you can cover it, you can turn it over. It's really up to you, but for me, these are perfect. All right, look at that. I wish you could be here to smell this. The peppers are smoky and they're sweet. This is really, shakshuka has some competition here. So there you have it, huevos ahogados. Enjoy this for a beautiful brunch or even a light dinner. This could be enough for 3, could be enough for 2. In this case, it might be enough just for me. Enjoy.